Dear conferers, sisters, partners in mission, this Sunday, November 14th, we celebrate the day of the Redemptorist Missionary Vocation. In each of our Redemptorist communities and churches, we thank God for the gift of this missionary vocation to the congregation. We pray that others will answer yes to this call. With the families of our lay partners and in the monasteries and communities of sisters affiliated with our Redemptorist family, we recognize and thank God for the growing understanding that we are called to share this missionary vocation together. Brothers and sisters, our world has recently experienced some very difficult and challenging realities. This is especially true for the most vulnerable among us, the poor, the marginalized, and the abandoned. Even as some countries and societies seem to be slowly emerging from the crisis provoked by the COVID-19 pandemic, others continue to suffer the worst of its effects, largely due to a lack of vaccines and vaccination programs. This is especially true for those countries with fewer economic resources. Especially this year, as we listen to the gospel passage from Mark this Sunday, we can identify with the language and the words of Jesus. It seems indeed that the powers in heaven and earth are shaken. Jesus is talking about our world today, about our experiences this year. This pandemic has also raised the veil that sometimes covers other crises in our wounded world. We are more aware than ever of the growing threat to our common home, to climate, to the rainforests, to endangered species, to the very viability of life on Earth. The economic differences which divide our countries and our societies into rich and poor have been accentuated. The impact of political polarization, racism, and the situation of migrants, refugees, and displaced persons have grown more evident worldwide. There is a general lack of peace, educational opportunities, and an increase in pessimism, cynicism, confusion, and rage. Our sexennial theme, Witnesses of the Redeemer in Solidarity for Mission in a Wounded World, has indeed become prophetic for us, members of the Redemptorist family, and for all missionary disciples who follow the Redeemer. Never have we been so aware just how wounded our world really is. Without a doubt, this is an extraordinary missionary moment. It is a time crying out for strong witness to solidarity, to love, and to the commitment to build a new global society, a renewed and healed creation based on fraternity and social friendship, as Pope Francis says in Fratelli Tutti. This is the time for our Redemptorist missionary vocation, like never before, for authentic and prophetic witnesses to the Redeemer. This year, the day of the Redemptorist missionary vocation coincides with the 5th World Day of the Poor proclaimed by Pope Francis. Rather than distracting from our Redemptorist Day of Prayer, this happy coincidence reminds us that at the heart of our missionary vocation are the poor, the abandoned, and the marginalized. As Pope Francis reminds us in his message today, the poor evangelize us and call us to conversion. In this way, we grow in fidelity to our charism and become more authentic and prophetic witnesses to the Redeemer today. This, in turn, will make our missionary vocation more attractive to men and women discerning their own call in life. As we celebrate our Redemptorist missionary vocation together with the World Day of the Poor, may the example of Mary, our perpetual help, inspire us to embrace our vocation with joy. May St. Alphonsus and all our Redemptorist saints and blessed accompany us in our missionary vocation in this wounded world today. Thank you.